everybody, it's Friday, and I decided as part of a new Friday tradition, I'm going to start off in a festive manner with a nice glass of wine. So let's go.
Here you go, sweetie.
Thanks, babe. Cheers, everybody. All right, take a sip. So, 917,000 payrolls reported for the month of March. That was way above expectations. They were looking for like 500, 550. February got revised up. Look, folks, all right, I've been telling you this. Fiscal policy, very sizable fiscal stimulus going into the economy, and that's not even, we're not even talking about the Biden infrastructure plan, which if that happens, like I said before, you know, we're going to see growth rates in the United States approaching China level growth rates, 6.5% GDP, something like that. Millions of jobs created. The stock market right now is discounting that. In other words, it is reflecting or anticipating a big increase in earnings, in corporate earnings. I'm not so worried about the tax increases. Like I said in the last video, you know, that's politics. It's not going to pass at 28% the corporate tax increases. And anyway, what I'm concerned with, or what I look at, is the net spending. Okay, that's what you got to be looking at. Like, if they're spending X and, you know, they're taxing off some amount of that, but the net amount of spending is increased year over year. I mean, if that's expanding, then we're really just talking about a redistribution of income, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, it's a good thing when people have more money to spend, because as I've explained so many times, I mean, profit is sales minus cost. And if your cost goes up in terms of, let's say, your taxes, but your sales go up by a larger degree, a bigger amount, then your profits go up too. Tesla today, look, this is another thing that I've been talking about, all right? Like, some of you here, you're saying, yeah, you know, because in my last video I said, there's so much negativity, like you all want everything to crash. And some people said, yeah, we want it to crash because we want to buy cheap. Yo, I get that, all right? But you just had a 10% correction in the NASDAQ. Some of these stocks, Tesla was down under 600 just the other day. I sent out an email to my subscribers saying you got to buy Tesla below 600. Now, some of you might remember in January I said the fully valued share price for Tesla was between $725 and $750. Some people laughed at me. I had one subscriber who I talked about who just like, gave me so much crap because of that. And what happened? That was a great call. We haven't gone past that now since, the last 2 months. But under 600, and now Tesla just reported in the first quarter they delivered 184,000 or 185,000 vehicles. That crushed expectations. I may have to raise my longer term price forecast for Tesla. But under 600 was a gift. Look, you just had a 10% correction in the NASDAQ. What do you want? Like, you want the market to crash to get, I mean, look, there's only one way the market's going to crash. And you don't want this, believe me. It's going to crash if we see a major reversal in fiscal policy. And that, I've said it so many times, is not happening this year. Maybe next year in the lead up to the 2022 midterm elections, maybe Biden as a political position will take kind of a fiscal conservative approach. Because what are the Republicans going to challenge him on? The economy's going to be booming, COVID's going to be over, everybody's going to be back to work. What are they going to challenge him on? They're going to have to challenge him on the deficit and the debt. So maybe, but that's, that's more than a year off. I mean, we have a Goldilocks scenario right now. The Fed's not going to raise interest rates, and also I'm saying the whole inflation hysteria. Now there may be some inflation in some sectors, and I'm really thinking that's not even going to be an issue until we get into the infrastructure, where you're going to see commodity prices affected, like copper, like steel, like stuff like that. But you could hedge against that. You can buy steel stocks, you can buy metal stocks, I mean, so that's profit opportunity, all right? So, I don't know, man, like people talking about money printing, about inflation. Money printing does not equate to inflation. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. In order for there to be inflation, and what is inflation? It's not a one-year price increase. It's not a relative price increases. It's a constant increasing of prices in real terms. All right? So you need to have something broken in the system. And we kind of had that with the pandemic, with things shut down, with supply constraints, etc. But I just don't see that happening. Growth, coming back to a growth scenario, is going to be positive. It's going to be bullish. And I've been saying this all along. This is pure MMT understanding. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my wine here. It's Friday. Looking forward to a beautiful weekend. All of you celebrating Easter, Passover, enjoy. I'll be back tomorrow and Sunday with some videos. So have a great weekend, everybody. And don't forget, go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up now for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. I'm the only one who has an applied approach to MMT. I take the concepts and the understandings of MMT and I use them to invest. Cheers, everybody.